They were built to dominate. All-stars, MVPs, former champions. On paper, they were unbeatable. But one by one, they fell apart. Not because they weren't good enough, not because they didn't want it, but because of what they were. Super teams aren't flawed despite their design, they're flawed because of it. The star power that makes them unstoppable is the same thing that makes them unstable. Egos clash, roles vanish, identity gets lost, and the pressure never lets up. This is the paradox. The more talent you stack, the more fragile the team becomes. So today, we're not just asking why a few teams failed. We're asking, why do super teams keep falling apart, and will the next one be any different? This is the Superteam Paradox. If super teams are so unstable, why keep building them? It's not just about basketball. It's about the illusion of control. In a league driven by stars, where an injury, a trade demand, or free agency can change everything, a super team feels like insurance, an easy way out. Stack talent, skip the hard work now, buy wins. That's the pitch.
To win championships. Not one, championships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven.
And it's worked before. For the ratings, the rings, and for the clout. It makes owners happy and sells jerseys, and it terrifies the rest of the league. But here's the problem. That shortcut comes with a price. Because when you skip the build, you skip the bonds. No chemistry, no culture, and no margin for error. You go from invincible to volatile overnight. So yeah, teams know super teams are fragile, but the promise is too tempting. Stack enough stars, and maybe the flaws won't matter. That's the paradox. The more they chase control, the more they lose it. To understand the Superteam Paradox, you only need to follow one player, Kevin Durant. He had the dream set up, a homegrown team, a rising core. They made the finals in 2012. They were up 3-1 on the Warriors in 2016. They were right there, but it wasn't enough. The Thunder drafted right. They developed stars. They did everything the right way, except win it all. And then, KD left. Durant left an imperfect team for the greatest regular season team in NBA history.
And our gymnastics team was so dominant that Kevin Durant told me he wants to play for them next year. And I got to tell you, I don't think you'd start for that team, Kevin. Yeah. Russell Westbrook, what do you think?
He didn't just join a super team. He defined the modern super team. It worked. 2 rings, 2 finals MVPs. But something was off. Then, everything snapped. Durant ruptured his Achilles. A devastating injury. The ultimate symbol of a fatal flaw. Durant wasn't just injured. He became the embodiment of the Superteam Paradox. Unstoppable talent, but always one snap away from collapse. He never played for Golden State again. And the Warriors, they fell apart too. Klay tore his ACL. Durant was already out. The Raptors won their first title because the Superteam finally broke. So Durant left again, not to join a super team, but to build one. Now KD, Kyrie, and Harden, 3 MVP caliber players, 0 finals appearances. Kyrie became part-time. Harden quit. Ben Simmons never suited up when he got there. And KD just kept going. But the more he moved, the more it started to look the same. New jerseys, new stars, no identity. So when Brooklyn collapsed, he moved again, this time to Phoenix. Another super team, another shot. But what started in OKC, with connection, chemistry, and belief, was gone. Durant left the build and never looked back. In chasing control, Durant lost the one thing he had in OKC, a team that actually belonged to him. The Superteam Paradox doesn't just break teams, it breaks legacies. These teams were supposed to guarantee greatness, to close the gap between stars and legends, to chase Jordan and catch him. But instead, they created the asterisk era. Because every time a super team wins, there's always a yeah, but you had Steph, but Kyrie hit the shot, but it was the bubble. Yeah, but that team was stacked. Even when it works, it doesn't feel the same. Look at James Harden. He forced his way to Brooklyn, then to Philly. Now 3 teams later, no finals, no legacy. And Kawhi? He brought a title to Toronto, then ghosted, didn't run it back. Are you even the champion if you don't try to defend your crown? He joined the Clippers, who were built for domination, but now they're just another team stuck in rehab. And LeBron, the godfather of the modern super team, he can't escape the backlash. Because when the shortcuts stop working, the narrative turns fast. Durant's rings were dominant, statistically, but they didn't elevate him, they isolated him. Because deep down, we don't just count the rings, we count how you got them. The super team was supposed to be the cheat code to greatness. Instead, it became the reason no one gets full credit. Because legacy isn't just about rings, it's about the arc, the climb, the cost. You win more, but mean less. That's the legacy paradox.
See, you guys always talk about that championship stuff. I try to tell y'all, all these bus riders, they don't mean nothing to me. If you ain't driving the bus, don't walk around talking about you're a champion. If you riding the bus, I don't want to hear it. Come on, Shaq, tell them.
The super team was meant to secure the future. A cheat code, a formula, a guarantee. But it wasn't that. It was a mirror. A mirror that showed us what happens when we try to synthesize greatness instead of growing it. When we chase shortcuts and call it strategy. When we stack names but lose identity. Because at its core, the super team isn't just a basketball concept. It's a philosophy. About control. About legacy. And in chasing those things, we lost something else. We lost the come up. We lost the connection. We lost the stories that made the greatness matter. Super teams win games, but they don't build dynasties. They don't build legacies, and they don't build belief. Maybe that's the real paradox. The more you try to control the outcome, the less the outcome belongs to you. So as the next super team forms, because it will, remember this: you can chase rings or you can build something real, but you can't do both.